Welcome back to the Rogue Wave podcast, the frequency for all things pop culture and the disruptors behind it. Once again, go to SireStudiosInc.com/Kickstarter. You can check out Sire Volume 3. It is being kickstarted right now. Shameless plug. That is my project, my labor of love. And basically, check out the video, too, because I do go into, what this volume means for me and what this means for the character and kind of coming to terms with taking on the artistic reins, and it's pretty cool. So if you like that, there's also some really great packages. You can be drawn in the comic. I will draw you in the comic, or I will draw you as your favorite character in a sketch. All kinds of cool stuff. A lot of very art-centric Kickstarter going on right now. All right, we've got Pat Shand. He's got Destiny New York, going to be in comic book stores.
Yes.
Through a Black Mask studio, so that's pretty exciting. And we did our Age of Ultron Retro Redemption review, and we're going to move on to a new film, though. The first trailer for Godzilla versus Kong has hit. It is our Rogue Rage, all the rage in the pop culture world. People were really going nuts about this in a positive way on social media. It was monster eye candy. Hassan, what is your Rogue reaction to the Kong versus Godzilla trailer?
It's very pretty,
right? I actually kind of agree. Like it was really monster eye candy, right? Pat, do you agree? Monster eye candy?
It looks good. It visually looks good. Yeah, it's not a thing that I'm interested in seeing personally, but
not even because you can sit and watch it now on HBO Max.
No, dude. To me, if you have HBO Max and that's what you pick, all right. But no, it's not for me. But it looks good. I like that. Alexander Skarsgård's in it. He's a very sexy guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's very handsome. Yes, very handsome.
Yeah, dude. I like his little like Swedish, like how he hides the accent, but you can still hear that shit a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the film. If you like those films, it looks like it's going to be really good. You know, the effects look beautiful. He smacks him with the little dinosaur. You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last time that I was interested in Godzilla was P. Diddy's "Come With Me." You know, 2000. But yeah, man, it's
of all your appearances, that was probably the weakest joke you've ever dropped.
No,
on the show.
That's not a joke.
No, he's not joking.
I'm not joking at all. I have no interest in that.
That does not make it any better.
Franchise. I remember just getting amped as a kid at P. Diddy's "Come With Me." You know, it was fire. But
it's fire.
That's what the kids say now. Hassan.
I don't know. It's
I understand what the kids say. I just don't agree that P. Diddy's "Come With Me" was fire. That's all. I know.
At the time,
just remember Jimmy Page was like there was a big fight with Robert Plant and Jimmy Page about actually the.
Well, yeah, the bias there, the very strong bias is that I'm a tremendous Led Zeppelin fan, so. For reasons that are obvious.
Well, I remember Jimmy Page was like, "Well, I don't get a chance to play this ever." It was like him going on Saturday Night Live.
I know.
No,
I just think the song in and of itself is pretty terrible.
Hassan,
it's just a terrible
illustrating
song.
it for the audience out there who might not know that the music.
Well,
Jimmy Page was like, "I'm going to go on Saturday Night Live." And Robert Plant was like, "Why would you do that? They're stealing our music." P. Diddy's essentially stealing it. Jimmy Page's argument was like, "He's going to steal it anyway. At least I go and get to play it." Like that was. He
was in the studio though. That was
it was, and then he also went on Saturday Night Live, also, right?
Yeah, so you can't call it stealing if one of the proprietors actually goes along with giving the music away.
No, but they were
he was going to be able to
use. No, he was going to be able to use that sample no matter what. Like essentially, the sampling was going to happen no matter what. And Jimmy Page's argument is like, at least I go and play on it, as opposed to, just having our music be used without.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that. But I mean, the moment he actually capitulated, it's not theft anymore.
Sure.
It's an inside job.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, I guess so.
But now you hijacked Pat's Pat's
no,
attitude.
No, it's okay. I learned that Jimmy Page. I learned who he was last night. I was on a podcast talking about this, and I actually learned who he was because we I was asked if I have any interest in Godzilla, and I brought up that like I like the song from the 2000s, and they brought up
and
Jimmy
they
Page.
looked at you with disgust as well.
No. He
I'm
was
not
very
even
patient.
disgusted.
He was very
I just don't know if I would call it fire. That's the only distinction I had.
All right, as I tend to do with this, let's rein
fine.
back and let's talk about the trailer for 2 seconds, real quick. I actually enjoyed Godzilla King of the Monsters. I know it was critically panned, but I'm not a huge Godzilla guy, so it was just kind of fun. It was a fun movie to watch. I enjoyed myself. The trailer starts out and it makes it seem as if Godzilla is the enemy in this. And then what's his name? Kyle. What's the actor's name from Friday Night Lights?
Oh, the guy from Bloodline.
Yeah. He's like, why is Godzilla? I thought Godzilla was good. Why is he? He kind of makes reference to the fact that we don't know what's really going on. And all of a sudden, King Kong is kind of viewed as like the good guy. I was a little kind of thrown off by that. So my trailer truth or trash for you guys is this going to be like every other crossover that we've ever seen where they say like one will fall? I don't think that's going to happen, right? Those are two legendary, iconic, characters. I guess you could maybe have like the son of Kong come back, but is this going to be a typical, like they're going to end up...
Godzilla lost in the original movie. So, I mean, the one of them did fall in the original. So it's possible. Plus there's so much consternation about the movie. It's probable that they're done making these movies, right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't turn into the gigantic blockbusters that they thought that they would be, or that the blockbusters that the money that they put into these movies.
Right.
And the first Godzilla did better than expected. The King Kong was well received, but didn't do as great as they expected. And then the Godzilla King of the Monsters didn't do well in retrospect at all. It's in comparison to what they wanted. Yeah. And now this third one is ultra compromised by COVID. It's coming out on television. So this franchise theoretically is a losing franchise, even though they're good installments and they're pretty interesting movies. I don't think that they're, I'm looking forward to seeing it, but you could call them financially they're maybe is a little dubious as to whether or not they are successful in the eyes of the investors, probably. Right. So I don't think they're going to be making too many more of these. So, I mean, one could theoretically fall.
But it looks so good, right?
It looks very interesting. It looks a lot of fun.
Yeah, like I'm actually going to enjoy. All right, let's do. I'm going to do
if they actually fight, but remember, the first Godzilla was promoted on the fact that he was going to fight these two monsters, and every time they almost fought, they kept cutting away.
Yeah,
remember? And then the next one, he kind of fights, but it's more of they had to go into his apartment under the sea and blow him up to wake him up so that he could come out and do some more fighting, so that he could take over the monsters. There's a lot of weird human convolution in a monster movie that I don't think we need. I don't think that we need Millie Bobby Brown and a bunch of these other ancillary characters to I think the movie misses its mark on what's exciting and what's not exciting. Like the first movie was like, oh, we want to see Kick-Ass. We want to see the guy who plays Kick-Ass like more than we want to see Godzilla. Right. It's like, that's not correct.
Yeah.
And then, Millie Bobby Brown's got some kind of connection with Godzilla. She knows monsters, and, we got to find her to be able to find out what's, not so much, it doesn't really. So, and now there's going to be another girl who has a connection with King Kong. And I guarantee, well, I don't guarantee, I don't know for a fact. I know nothing, but, it seems very strongly like they're going to push that human connection more than giving us the dessert that we've all been eating this meal for 3 movies for, which is watching these two characters fight. So if they start pulling gimmicks like that, then it's going to compromise the experience quite a bit.
All right. Well, I also just want to see them smash each other. Like honestly, I could just watch that. I don't even need a plot. I feel like. Just
good, because you probably won't really be getting much of one.
just in the trailer, just to your point, I was actually getting angry every time they flashed the little girl. So I'm like, I don't want to see this little girl. I want to see Smashy Smashy. Like, just
see that then, like 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, you couldn't even.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So
I know.
there you go. Now you know what the experience is probably going to be like.
Pat,
And Pat doesn't even care.
Pat, do you get HBO Max?
Yes.
Okay.
He
But you
still
will
doesn't
not
care.
invest 2 hours of your life, even though you get HBO Max, into watching this movie.
I would never watch this movie. Yeah.
Well, I see how the fates, blessed us with Age of Ultron and cursed us with a Godzilla versus Kong trailer for when Pat comes on. All right, what do you guys?
It's like watching Joss Whedon's greatest hits with me. I was like, I would never watch it.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, you got to respect it. You got to respect his choices right there.
Actually, real quick, did you watch Wonder Woman 1984?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No, I don't care about these movies anymore. I like the first one, Wonder Woman, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's DC kind of went crazy with how they have like 26 TV shows.
Yeah.
The films, they kind of like have this continuity, but kind of not. It's just, I'm gonna look at each film as an individual now. Like Marvel, I can just buy in, but DC, I have to kind of like look at each film and see if I'm gonna enjoy it as it is. And the first one was decent until the end of it. Horrible ending.
Sure.
But the second one just looked like shit. So sorry, Bing. But
I like this is very hard on him actually. Like he visibly is distraught every time we Bing him. That
yeah, dude, it's like
kind of makes it worth it.
I don't want to control myself. You know what I mean?
Real quick before we go to break, which HBO Max movie would you watch first if you had to? 84 or Godzilla
Me?
versus Kong? Yeah. Well, who else? Yeah.
Oh, 84 for sure. I mean, I would. There's a reality exists that I would watch that. I don't want to, but if someone else wanted to watch it, I would watch it. Like obviously, Kristen Wiig in that ridiculous costume is going to be hilarious.
If you can barely make it out.
Yeah, but dude, it's I wouldn't enjoy either choice, but I would choose to watch Wonder Woman for sure.
All right. I love it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the trailer? Comment in the Facebook feed. We will keep snarkily replying back. When we come back, we go spinning the racks.